Okay, I am on fire. I am on fire. I feel like I just ate a Carolina Reaper. I need to cool down. I need to cool down. All right, you've read the title of this video. This is no joke, not clickbait at all. The United States Postal Service has officially lost our Master Chief costume. It sounds so surreal just, saying it out loud. I would have never expected, after all of the things that we've ever done to this suit, this thing has gone skiing, it's gone surfing, it's been in the ocean, it's jumped out of an airplane. But one thing that it cannot survive is a shipment with the United States Postal Service. It boggles my mind how this happened. I'm just so frustrated about this whole scenario, and I'm really gonna strive to make this video not coming from a source of being absolutely livid. I don't wanna be this mad. I need to chill out just a bit, okay? All right, so I'm gonna break this up into a couple of parts. Part one, let me tell you how it happened. It all started out with an idea to go to Seattle, Washington for PAX West. So we really couldn't figure out a way to get the Master Chief suit to Seattle. We couldn't just put him on an airplane. I guess we could have probably checked it in retrospect. That probably would have been a better idea. My idea was to ship the suit to California, which is where Eric lives. Eric was already driving up to Seattle to hand deliver his new prop that he made for the bungee booth. So we thought it was a perfect idea for the Chief suit to catch a ride with him. I shipped it out in 2 different boxes and it arrived there safe and sound, drove it up there, made our video, put it back in his car. He drove it back down and put it into a 4 foot. Okay, so I'm 6 foot. Pretend that 6 foot. The box is 4 feet tall, okay? So basically, his box is the size of a 13-year-old. So he puts it in this box and he ships it out 2-day priority. So he pays pretty good money to ship this thing out. It goes from his post office to the distribution center. That's the last time we ever saw tracking. And then from then on out, it just gave us automatic messages saying, the package is on its way. I'm worked up. I'm really worked up. Whenever you ship something, you run the risk of losing your stuff. And out of the entire time that I've used the United States Postal Service, USPS, I have never once had a problem. This is the only time I've ever had a problem with USPS. So he shipped it on a Friday, and on Monday I was waiting for it and it never showed up. I call Eric and I'm like, yo, this thing's gone. I don't know where this is. It's not here. I'm starting to get scared. The tracking info isn't saying anything at all. I think we might have a lawsuit. So Eric went down in person to his post office to try to figure out where this package was. I gave him the tracking number, blah, blah, blah. And basically they said, I don't know where it is. So then I went and called my post office. I sat on the phone while this phone rang for 25 minutes. No voicemail, no nothing. If you're a business, you gotta be able to answer your phone. First thing first. Next comes Monday, I'm already frustrated. So I called 1-800 helpline. I'm on hold for an hour. Thankfully, I was able to talk to the lady. We opened up a case. She told me that I would be contacted in the next few days with some sort of verdict. Surprisingly, the next day I was called back. So I'm like, okay, USPS, pretty good. I get the phone and I put it up to my ear and he's like, hey, we don't know where your package is. And he's like, well, the last time it was scanned, it was leaving San Francisco. Okay, so do you have any way of knowing what truck this package went on? And he's like, no, we have no idea. Your best case scenario is just wait for it to turn up. And at that point, I'm like, okay, that's unacceptable. He's like, okay, I'll look into it a little bit more and I'll contact you back on Friday. I was like, okay, cool. Who knows? You might find it. Friday comes along, nothing. Monday comes along, nothing. An entire week goes by. I don't hear a single thing. And this is to the post office where the upper management level where they work. Not one time did they ever pick up. And so for me, that gets me frustrated. That gets me irritated. So what are we just gonna do? We're just gonna cross our fingers? We don't hear from anybody. We can't get a hold of anybody that has been doing anything with this case. So that's basically the story of how it got lost, our communication directly with customer representatives at the post office and their 1-800 line. Opened up the case, nothing. At this point in the story, this is the last ditch effort. Part 2, Twitter. So this is where it gets really funny. After not hearing a single thing for a solid 2 weeks, we decide it's time to call them out on Twitter. Maybe in some stroke of luck, we will be able to get a hold of somebody on Twitter and they will be able to help us out, try to locate where the heck this package is, okay? Are you ready to look at some tweets? Here's what we tweeted out. We opened up a case about a package that your company lost 3 weeks ago, and we have yet to receive any help. Our priceless handmade Master Chief costume was in a huge box that you somehow lost, and there's been no effort to recover it. I thought maybe, just maybe they'd see this and then, you know, maybe we get some sort of resolution. Move on, we post a picture of the suit, you know, good old Chief. A username, Das Kimmich, responded, oh, I'm so sorry this happened, blah, blah, blah. And then out of nowhere, USPS Help responds to her with a retweet. Who retweeted the whole thing? They get bombarded by how many now? Like 600 retweets. They've seen this notification come up in their Twitter 600 times and they respond to her. Is USPS a troll? What, like, are they trolling us? No, I'm not mad. I'm just like, this is a perfect example of the customer service that the United States Postal Service has. Like, but it's perfect. It's just the stupidity of it. You can help by responding to the correct person. I completely agree. We retweet our tweet the next day. Lo and behold, they do it again. Who do you have running your Twitter account, USPS? Who do you have running your Twitter account that doesn't know how Twitter works? After we got this second tweet, we put on our investigative hat and took a nice little nosedive into USPS Help's Twitter account. We went through some tweets and some replies, and we noticed something really weird. Basically, all of the responses to these complaints were the same. It really does kind of seem like they have some sort of automated response to complaints on Twitter. So I don't know. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. They could also just have a protocol where this is what you say to this kind of complaint. This is what you say to this kind of complaint, and each person just copies and pastes it. You know, it could be a number of different things, but regardless, you can't copy and paste a response. That's not good customer service. That's not showing people that you care. USPS, when you lose somebody's valuables, it's your fault. It's not my fault. It's not any paying customer's fault. It's your fault. You are the company that we chose to entrust with our valuables, and you failed. You lost it. And the overarching theme here isn't the fact that I lost my package, that I lost Master Chief suit. I'm really pissed off about it, but that's not the overlying theme here. The overlying theme is USPS, you can't treat your paying customers like garbage. You can't ignore them and expect them not to throw a fit. I mean, that's what your Twitter is. If you look at your Twitter, there's some good things like, my mailman's great, but the majority of them are bad. The majority of them are like, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Tons of people out there have their stuff lost every day and have to claw tooth and nail to even get their attention on social media. They have to at least wait 1 hour on hold, at least, to even get in contact. Customers are supposed to come first, right? In my job, whenever we ship a product somewhere and it doesn't show up, we do everything that we can to find it, and if we can't find it, we replace it. Because if we don't make those people feel like they matter and their inconvenience is important, then they're never gonna come back. This is an easy problem to solve. If you do something wrong, you fix it. This is common sense, not just in business practice, but in life. If you lose somebody's valuables, it is your responsibility to figure it out, to find it or replace it. Why is this gotta be so hard? I feel like we're lucky because we have at least a little bit of an audience here to maybe propel this message to get out there. I just feel bad for all those people out there that lost laptops, that have lost checks, that have lost medicine in the mail, and they've been getting the same response from USPS. Sorry. Well, sorry doesn't cut it. it really doesn't cut it. USPS, I do understand that you guys get thousands and thousands and thousands of packages running through your system day to day. When you have that amount of things coming in and out, something's gonna get lost. What is unacceptable here, and I wanna clarify 100%, what is unacceptable here is whenever something does get lost, the way you treat your customers is unacceptable. It's like pouring salt on the wound, and it shouldn't be tolerated. And I'm not gonna tolerate it. The hundreds and hundreds of Americans that have lost stuff this month should not be tolerating it either. I just want some help. I want some reassurance that somebody is going to look into this and try their best to locate this suit. Like that's all I could ask for, and that's all I want. I'd like somebody to look for it. Hi, it's future Brad. Some stuff has happened between now and back when I filmed the original video, and it doesn't really help things at all. Pretty much it illustrates my point even more. So basically what happened is USPS Help finally responded to us in the form of a comment to another comment to a retweet to our original post. So I'm still kind of flabbergasted. Okay, so let's look. Apologies for the delay in response. Have you received any follow-up regarding your case? If not, DM me your case number and I'll look into this. Okay, so I did exactly that. I DM'd the case number, and the response was, I looked into your case. The resolution indicates you were instructed to file a claim. So that's not true. The last thing I heard was, hey, I'll call you, I will give you an update in 4 days, and then we'll continue on this process. So never heard back. I was never able to get in contact with this person because there's no voicemail, nobody ever picked up that phone number. I mean, what do I do in that case? They continue on and say, have you submitted a missing mail search request and claim for this item? What I get from that is, it's gone, bro. I don't know if I'm making a premature notion from this or what, but it basically looks like, hey, we don't know where it is. So I respond saying, are you telling me that there is no way to locate this missing package? And I guess what I'm doing now is I'm gonna open up a claim. We're still at the same spot that we were 3 days ago when I first recorded this video, but I'm trying to be fair in the assessment and criticism of the United States Postal Service, so I figured I needed to throw this in there. Okay, all right, back to the rant, or whatever this video turns out to be. In conclusion, whether we find this suit, whether it shows up or not, I want to emphasize that living with Chief is not over. If the suit doesn't show up, I'm gonna have to make a Master Chief V2. We'll come back stronger than ever. Now, I will say that making a new suit is gonna take forever. So it might be a couple months, 2, 3, 4 months down the road when a suit is actually completed. Living with Chief will be back, okay? In the time between now and when that new Chief suit is finished, I have a couple of videos that I've been sitting on that don't have Master Chief in it. Some fun videos that I think you're really gonna enjoy. So please be patient with me. I definitely wanna do a couple updates here and there, maybe at the end of those videos to show you my progress on the suit, but Living with Chief will be back. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. Man, I'm still so frustrated.